Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1992 movie Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. So, in this movie, Pinhead is imprisoned in a statue and he's able to resurrect himself by absorbing the life force of unlucky humans, and after converting several power-hungry youths into new Cenobites, he goes on a rampage and must be stopped by a reporter and a spiritual manifestation of the good version of Pinhead. This movie is alright. I don't care too much for it, to be honest with you. I thought it was just kind of a generic early 90s slasher movie, is the way it feels. But it is probably one of the most fun movies in the franchise as well. It's kind of a mixed bag. I don't care for the movie very much, but I do enjoy the kills and the makeup effects and stuff. It has a lot of fun moments in here and everything, so it's kind of a mixed bag for me. I think Pinhead is great in this movie. Doug Bradley is once again excellent in here, and the rest of the cast are all fine, but not super great. It doesn't have like super great acting and stuff. Terry Farrell is Joey, the main character of the movie, who's this reporter and stuff. After Pinhead had attacked this one character and he gets brought into a hospital that she happens to be at, she goes on an investigation and stuff, trying to learn about Pinhead and everything, and we find out more of his backstory, and we get to meet this good version of Pinhead. It's kind of like an alternate version from before he became Pinhead, and his name's Captain Elliot Spencer, and he's kind of cool, but it shows Doug Bradley's range as an actor. He's like really good as both characters and does a great job playing both of them in this movie. I think he's really good in here, but he's really the best out of the actors. The rest of the cast in here were just, most of them are people I don't really know. I don't think I've seen them in other stuff. If I have, they've been like smaller roles and stuff. But none of the cast in here, to me, aside from Doug Bradley, really stood out. You do get a cool little brief appearance of Ashley Lawrence as Kirsty Cotton from the first two movies, and it's pretty cool. It's not really that big of a deal, though. It's just like a cameo that's in this videotape that is found, but it's okay. The cast is just not very great, like I said. The story is mediocre. It's not one of the best Hellraiser movies out of the ones I've seen so far. It's probably my least favorite and everything. I have a bad feeling about this franchise because so far each entry to me has gotten a little bit worse, and I've heard that they get worse and everything. I was hoping that maybe I would disagree with people, but so far I agree that each entry can get worse, although I've heard that they get even worse from this one on and everything. But this one isn't a very great one. It's okay. It has some cool kills, especially those kills with the CDs. I thought that was pretty awesome. And everything, and it does have that early 90s charm somewhat. But this was before Scream and stuff, so the horror movies of the early 90s weren't quite on the same fun level that the Scream and the movies that came out after it were. So this one took itself a little bit too seriously, although there were times where Pinhead was kind of being really fun and crazy and stuff, and I thought he was pretty good. And I love the song that plays during the end credits of this movie. I wanted to mention that before I forget it. There's a song in here that's called Hellraiser by Motorhead, and I absolutely love that song. I think I've heard it on the radio before, maybe, but I know I've heard it before somewhere, and they might have played it at HorrorCon too. But I love that song. I thought it was very catchy and stuff, and I enjoyed that. But all in all, I think Hellraiser is 3 Hell on Earth is just an okay movie. It could have been so much better. It could have been a lot worse, but it just it's not one of my favorites. It's a little bit more of the same with, except the kills are kind of cool and creative. Like I said, I love especially the CD kills, and the new Cenobites are kind of cool looking and stuff. That they're not near as effective as the other Cenobites, but they're kind of cool looking. One of the characters that was kind of an important role in the movie becomes a Cenobite, and it's kind of sad seeing her become one, but she also looks pretty cool as one. So it has some good things about it. Like I said, it's not a completely horrible movie, but it's not a great one either. It's one that I could handle watching, but it's not something I'm gonna want to go back and watch it very often. And everything. So I'd say I'd give Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth a 5 out of 10. It's an alright movie. It has its moments, but it's not very great. It doesn't have the best acting, the best story. The visuals are pretty good, not near as good as they are on the level of the first two movies, but they still look pretty decent. But yeah, so all in all, I just found this movie to be alright. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth, and hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.